every day I wake up. It's very, very hot. Very, very hot. Hot in Singapore. But I have my aircon. I on my aircon. Then I go and take my bath. I bathe 3 days, 3 times a day. I take my MRT to go for my dinner. I eat in McDonald's. I eat in KFC. I eat in Pizza Hut. I eat in the hawker center. Then I take the MRT to go back home again. I watch my television. I watch my favorite show. I watch Channel News Asia. I watch the Pasukan. Happy National Day. Happy National. Happy National Day. Happy National Day. Happy National Day. Happy National. Happy National. Happy National. Happy National Day to you.
Yeah, it takes about 3 hours to set up, then plus makeup and all that. It's about 1 hour just to get ready for the show. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm not even exaggerating. In fact, it can take as long as 5 or 6 hours or 9 hours just to set up a show. Even I mean, it's happened before. I told myself I wanted to make an installation of vinyl records for my backdrop. Some people take it as an educational thing. They'll bring their teenage children and tell them that this is how they used to play music in the past. Busking is a form of art that is done professionally, and the manner in which a busker is being paid for his art is by the hat that is in front of them. Applause is not so important for the busker. His applause comes from the money he gets. The more money he gets means the better he is. And it affects the creativity also. So when you look at a busker and you look at other performer, it's different. Because the hat in front is like the box office. Don't talk about the show itself. That's why sometimes I don't really have much time for the show. It's only 3 or 4 hours I'm performing. Although I would like to perform longer. But still, even if I perform longer also, then it's my stamina, whether I can hold up to it. It's not easy to work like that every day. So sometimes I work one day and then I may have to take the next 2 days off. It's extremely tiring. I really have no choice because there's no other way to entertain the crowd but to really go all out and give them everything you got. I just want to show people madness, also to shock them, to surprise them. That's why the whole idea is to do it in the street. And sometimes it's only the street that I can create this effect, because nobody would expect a busker to do that. We are buskers because we are artists. I don't like to underestimate my audience, and I don't like to spoon feed them. If you don't understand abstract work, it doesn't matter, as long as you enjoy it. This is real. Firstly, it's live theatre. This is not an image people see in a film. You're actually seeing something real, something happening at the same time. It's actually news. It's what's happening in the street, what's happening in the country. My job gives me a chance to know the country, or any country that I bask in, and see it in a different way than everybody else. Parents even specially bring their children in prams there to watch the show while they're feeding them at the same time. It's a bit strange for me because basically it's not actually a children's show. They'll be walking with their parents and They know that they're not there to watch the show. They're going to the MRT station or going back home, and they just turn around and wave at me. And the way they look at me and the way they wave at me, it's very surreal for me because it's like as though they know me. I sometimes feel that I'm as though I'm one of their imaginative friends. I think one of the local buskers I really admire is a guy who just bus just nearby me. It's not even a matter of how good he is or how not good he is, but just going there and doing it, and he can make a living out of it. So what do I say about it?
Some parents are also able to, the form of education to their child, like what are they doing. Like my daughter start watching when she was 3. She was a bit shy, and after about 9-10 months, now she actually would join them. So sometimes I ask her go there and say 加油。他每次登你这个 song， yeah, I'm going to play for you.
OK 12点半哈。
可以，这样子。
好 OK。Good hand， 哇 ，very good， good 啊。刚刚啥？哇，你喜欢跳啊？要没有流行了咯。
呀，new 啊，不是 new song。
明年呢？明年就没有流行了。
他唱是口令的小姐的女，等下有教。啊。口令上你是哪个？
哎呀，厉害啊！以后也是舞蹈界来的你。我给李显龙啊，封5星啊！哎，刚刚杀没有出力啊，不好看的，要出力的。跟麦。我跳hot 的啊，我的身体啊越跳越轻哎，好像浮起来一样。 新加坡啊，我可以跳14种舞。假如在全世界，我可以跳46种，叫 Lomba、Cha-cha、Tango、Hip-hop、Bass。很多人要跟你学舞啊什么，哇，啊有的我跳了，跳一半来抱我说，我说不要这样，这样多人看，不要这样，耶、他说我高兴啊，我高兴才在抱你啊。
Very old aunties and uncles relate to the show very much, and myself experimenting with the music and all that. Surprisingly, they are very into heavy metal. Mothers who bring their mothers there, maybe it's an auntie show, I don't know.
很 hot， 一种很特别的艺术啦。
I first started busking because my friend told me that usually on Christmas he will go to the underpass and bus with his other friend. I was like maybe 19 years old. Ever since, every Christmas I would do the same, on my own. I would just go to that same underpass in Orchard, Lido underpass to do my juggling there. I mean, it never occurred to me to be doing it as a full-time job, but it's just something I do once a year. When I first started busking, I actually didn't work alone. I used to hook up with a lot of these backpackers who were buskers as well. One day I was passing by an underpass and I saw this guy sitting down on the floor playing his banjo. I'm sort of an American Jew but very untraditional, and he's wearing some kind of Indian shirt and all that. I said, oh, this fella very cute, sitting on the floor cross-legged and playing the banjo. Okay, give him $5 lah. I went to talk to the guy, exchanged numbers with him. He says his name is Huckleberry. At the same time, we both started to do shows together in the street. We were busking a lot. When we were doing crazy stuff, we would dance in the street, we would do abstract movement. And he would play his banjo, and sometimes he used his banjo as a drum, and then he would sing original songs. And then he on his own, he does some installation stuff where he picks things from the dustbin and makes installation on the spot. And Huckleberry, he was always in character. We were all sitting down here. So what's your friend doing there? Well, I don't know. I think he went to the little grass patch over there and started to do his dancing. He will wear that from morning to evening. He'll go to people's house in that green face. He goes everywhere in that green face. Ever since I bought him the green makeup. But he's a really weird person. Now I don't quite understand. He's like a very surrealistic person, not human, almost like an alien. After that, I buzz a lot by myself, usually juggling these 3 juggling clubs. Yeah, it's a very happy thing to do. I'll just juggle and dance at the same time. And
My good old friend Jeffrey from the old days. You know?
oh, I met Godfrey when we at the Lido underpass. He was going busking, I was going busking. I stepped on my busking spot, he stepped on my busking spot, both at that same moment, exact same moment. Jeffrey looked at me and said, "Hey, like that how?" That's why I was very sad when they took away the Orchard underpass as one of the places previously allowed for busking.
Oh, we do pass. We do quite some time, but that's a best place to play. So the sounds.
Because Godfrey came and brought all his friends down. All his friends from his kampong. You guys are all from Godfrey?
No, I'm from not kampong. It's from Marine Parade.
All his friends from his Marine Parade plus his old kampong also. He brought a lot of his friends down to support him or whatever, you know. And then he came. Originally he wasn't a busker.
Very nice memory in all church. Roy, Godfrey, and I, we are together every day, every night.
The busking, we have a seat and talk.
The best thing, when they get more, they spend me a burger.
I am the pioneer busker since 1993. I'm privileged to be a gifted musician so that I can play anything I like. If my lips break, I just switch to singing. If my throat breaks, I switch to keyboard playing. Lido was just me and the police. That's all. Every time I play, I gotta watch out.
We find money together, we sing the song together, we sleep together. We find money when raining time, we sing together. Raining time, people at home and relax, sleep at the bed, see television at home, but we are shouting at the street.
Me and Roy, we were the rebels of the day.
I was fined about $600 for busking without a license.
When art was not readily acceptable by certain sectors, described in the Destitute Persons Act by National Press, I think a long time ago, as an act of vagrancy. So we were hoping to change.
Suddenly they allowed the busking. And then suddenly I go call from NAC, hey, you don't want to come and collect your license. Then, if anybody want to bus, I can just photo stack my license and give it to them. They can bus, and if people ask them, the police check them, his license is under me. And AC allowed me to do that. I do not know why. I know it sounds really ridiculous administratively, but somehow they allowed me to do that.
Okay, at NAC, I guess our role is really to advocate for arts to be a part of the everyday lives of Singaporeans, and in that sense, busking does help to increase arts accessibility. It provides an avenue not just for artists, but really ordinary Singaporeans with a good act to perform, and for the rest of us to enjoy the performance out in the street. I think specific to the busking scheme, we're always looking to see how we can review to make it more conducive for people who want to busk to be able to do so. I will not say that we will unduly encourage or discourage busking.
I'm John Young. I'm John Ali. I'm what you call me? Orlando. Loco. Yes. Orlando Loco. Loco. Mi sono innamorato di Marina, una ragazza ora Macarina, e la vostra perle del mio amore, cosa farò per conquistar
I guess generally busking is perceived to be of lower standard than other performing arts kind of platforms. That is where things like training workshops, things like the auditions which we conduct do help with raising the quality of busking. What we try to do now is to provide a little bit of the education before they even go out to busk.
It's not about perfect pitch. It's about pure enjoyment. Do you give? And when you give, it's enjoyment. And that's more important for people to take back with. Alright? Now, going into the street, what do you need?
To have the courage to stand up.
But I want to tell y'all, can you give yourself a clap for you to come here today? Respect that. For you to come to a boot camp and say that I want to come for the audition, please take pride in that. Is busking audition necessary? Is it important? What do you think?
I think the real audition is in the street. I mean, the strange thing is that when we're busking in the street, we don't feel any relationship with NAC in the sense that NAC do not come and see our show or make friends with us and, you know, get to know us, our lifestyle and our needs.
We need talented people, not just any topic and anything. My name, this name is calling out from the musician friend and artist friend by the name of Romeo Castello. I changed already. Only words, and words all I have to take your heart away. You know, it's a pastime to enjoy, to meet people around, to meet my former friend, to meet my darling, all my darling pass by here. I just finished my busking audition now. I don't feel nervous, don't feel gabra at all. I passed the time. After that, it's longer time, how many years it's not busking anymore, then came back to busking and try again. Then I failed my audition because they think I'm a new guy.
Auditions that are being conducted actually are largely positioned as platforms for buskers to test their acts, really with a panel that comprises of industry professionals as well as site owners.
First prize.
Quarter of the year, how many times do you see this?
Maybe I can do it once a week when I bring energy. I'm getting older. I said, why don't take out
If you're not ready, we will tell you. But please don't feel offended. Oh, okay, thank you. I don't know why when I come here I like that. We want to tell you because we want to say that these are the people we endorse, and hey, respect them because they got the endorsement.
If I fail, I do again. Okay, I take a test again. Okay, I'm not going to blame anything anymore. I'm not meant to blame anyone. They know me well. I think this time maybe I passed.
Let me take the wonderland. And I ask
You let me be there. Okay, I will be there. If you don't like me to be there, I'll not be there. I go to other places and be there.
One of my methods of working in the sense that the art never ends. Of course, there are sometimes where I totally reinvent the whole thing lah. But usually after I change it, then I'll keep adding on, and there'll be more and more things, and it gets crazier and crazier. I chose to do statue because I think it's very meditative. It's like yoga because you have to be aware. It takes years and years to be able to do it. And I do also a lot of grotesque movement, a lot of ugly movements. People want to see how you break things, how you break lines, how you break the idea of what movement is, how you break ideas of what ugliness is or what beauty is. And it's very, very intense, and when you're performing, you're just performing, you're very into the music, you're a totally different person. Well, I don't know any other way to do my work. Yeah.
Can you hear the crickets calling out your name? Can you hear the crickets calling out your name?
I think I'm very young compared to Jackie Chan or Mick Jagger or Rod Stewart. And have you seen these guys on stage even today, up to today? So that is my biggest challenge to able to get them to watch your show, even though everybody's seen it.
Because like no one will give a damn about this one.
Because nowadays people in Singapore, right, they will just walk past when they see street performance.
Yeah, because it's too common for people. old people to play the Chinese instrument all this.
以前我独自，或者是在演艺厅独奏也有，不过这些已经过去了。但是年轻的时候，往往一些东西多了呢，人家就是说多了，你就会越来越不喜欢，累了嘛。
我街头卖艺啊，我自己承认我是街头啊高级的吃怪，车子也吃怪。不要这样讲，安哥你不要这样讲，你是有艺术给人家看的，不要这样讲，人家放钱是应该的。哇，我听得很高兴。
我没有讲，你叫我做什么？对不对？58岁的时候我才学，最困难就是下雨，太阳太大了。They want to make sure that 我们会提高我们的水准，但是有什么水准在做街头卖艺？你要我去不去拿那个Master of Degree 啊？我会弹就可以了嘛，我不是骗人就可以了。你觉得我的音乐怎么样？能听吗？
我在卡基啊，假如没有穿长袖啊跳啊，还有那个外套跳啊，那个考官会去看的。他说你要穿啊，不要穿啊，好像新加坡没有面子啊。
We don't have agents, we don't have stages, we play on the floor. We don't ask you. You want to listen to it free, fine. Otherwise, well, you can put your what you call your gifts in the box.
To the left, we can race in for just a little while. I'll sit and pretend that you're on a desert isles with me.
I was studying Bachelor of Science. I didn't make it for study, so no money to continue, but so lost my job also, and that's why I end up here. In some cases it is like that, you cannot get a place, so you go to the streets and hope that people appreciate, they pay for your music also, or they pay for your entertainment. No doubt it is in small bits, but when you pick up crumbs, you can fill up a large basket as well.
现在学的几十年了，就算有很超的水准或者是怎么样，但是收入很少，就是过时间而已，过日子。
My hope is that maybe one day I can go somewhere 啦。
我也不敢说我是音乐家啦，但是我很喜欢音乐，因为我对音乐有深感的兴趣啊，所以就是有那种以前有音乐之梦。
Share your gift, share your passion with people. That is important. It's not about how good am I. If you are good, you will be busking, right? You'll be signed by a certain record company or certain big company to perform.
Someone commissioned me to do the work, maybe a very rich person, or someone who asked me to do the work could be a museum. So that's why I say there's a lot of it is reputational aesthetic nowadays. Because by reputation, I'm known as an artist. You know what I mean? Whereas Roy may be doing the same thing, but nobody know him because he come from the street, And most of the time he's getting paid by people who are just passing by, But actually he's doing very good work in the sense that his work is so good that I see him as a fellow artist that it can be put in a museum as well, if only people know him. Okay, I remember seeing you before I really know you. In the sense that I saw you in the street busking. When I do performance art, it's like trying to compose an image, And the language for me is through a three-dimensional or life situation where there's involving time and space as well as a human body. So our work as performance artists is very close to what Roy does. We talk about relevance as contemporary art, in the sense that both he and I, we are practicing this way because it's part of our life experience that we want to make this work.
Japanese people, you can just approach anybody and just talk to them. They'll want to listen to you, and I find that very unusual actually. So that's why I'm glad that the place I work in is actually very special. In fact, I'm very often glad that I was kicked out of Orchard Road to be in Tampines. It's really a great opportunity.
The Tampines market in the cleaning instance. When my job finish, I am Mr. Roy together talking this first time.
Cash converter will have some goods that they cannot sell and they'll throw away. So it ends up with the Bangladesh, and the Bangladesh will give it to me and some nice things, you know. I mean, if it's suitable for my show.
Maybe this month of last, I have to go back in Bangladesh. Yeah, of course, I miss Mr. Roy because he's a good man. I always talk to him. Every day I meet him, so I must miss him.
People don't interact so much, you know, and so for me, I really, I'm sometimes even so excited, and it's because of my job that I can meet up and just go to the coffee shop and talk to the people from China. I even get to know the policemen. Some of the policemen are very friendly with me. I don't think a lot of people have this opportunity, so I just take full advantage of what my job can give me, you know. I always like to know what their life is, what do they do, you know, how many brothers and sisters they have, are they married, do they have children, their grandchildren, whether they're rich, they're poor, whether they're happy or not.
Shine your light on me so bright. Tropical moonlight. Shine on me your light so bright.
Music of the beloved, music of the beloved, music in the ghostly hour, music for the enchanted ones.
Why you missing music?
If we need clipping song. Need clipping song, yeah?
Nobody dare to cut your fingernail lah. This one must fall already. Don't laugh. You have your breakfast or not? Food ah. Oh, the fruit ah. Oh, okay.
Sometimes I sleep at the McDonald's or at the park. I do nothing. If they say Mr. Roy, I can help Mr. Roy. I like to help him. Because
You want me to be someone who is my members, man. It's like a friend also. A friend always together. Every time needs help, other friend come. Relax. I did give some tips. He did it himself. His own. The same as me also lah. And do have wife, do have anything he survive for 30 years
Open lah, open ni我叫他 open 了 ，open 那个。我是要运动，好像运动这样。叫他开音乐吗？你还不开？
A lot of people think that Orchard Road is very good for busking, but it's surprisingly it's not. Of course, it was good during the 90s, because it's very atas. You really have to be able to attract your crowd and all that, and it's not easy because anybody who goes to Orchard Road will know that people in Orchard Road are just too busy. I was a Charlie Chaplin on a bicycle. From the bicycle, I progressed to a trishaw. I wanted to create a clown character that is... Most people see a clown with a lot of gaudy costumes and all that, and I wanted to portray a clown without any costumes.
Duhai kawanku, bersabarlah.
I always wanted to do something towards my own culture because I'm mixed, half Indian and half Chinese. So why not, give them my own version of what being Chinese is. So I'm just trying to create some kind of fable where you have this court jester with this dragon in front of you. I think Orchard is a very artificial environment, so they don't see my work as a performance, they see my work as a photo opportunity that somebody take photo with so they can send back to their friends and all that. You get nasty stuff almost every day.
Oh, this guy is so popular. Look, he's got a good big crowd.
or in front of him. Why not? Why not I go behind and squeeze his backside?
And it took me about 2 years before I managed to get their attention and all that. But of course, sadly, they tell me, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't bus in Orchard Road anymore." Of course, I mean, Orchard is still a legal place for busking. Just a small selection of buskers are allowed to bus there. And somehow or other, I wasn't allowed to bus there. So, yeah, I just have to move on again. Yeah.
Site owners have the autonomy actually to make the choice with advice from NEC in the selection of buskers for busking at their sites.
So to them, it's basically landscaping for them, colorful landscape for them. The other thing is to bring in a kind of activity which is good for their outlets. But I think most of them have their own individual selection. For instance, Orchard Road is very particular with the look and finish and the whole attire, not just on the performance itself.
I was first in Orchard, Nian City. I was given many years of approvals, but suddenly they changed their mind.
For instance, while you can bus at a certain site in the past, it could be that maybe now it has been taken over by some shopping centre. So as such, it's no longer a public space. So as such, it's not always possible that they can then remain where they are to busk.
I start to do 10 years before I do all over the garden in Singapore. After that, I think here it's better. Because a lot of people, crowded people here, and also tourists. You see the money happy. Yeah, they pay from 5 cents to 100. I think starting up, I starting around 6 years here. Last time a lot of strict regulation, but now they close one eye. And the tourists also happy here. Yeah, not bad now. I am so happy. Thankfulness.
So you applied for Orchard, but they rejected you?
For the last 7 years, I think. On the pretext that my music is not, I haven't practiced enough or something. And I would like to tell the world, they've forgotten me, but I was once a clubman, pubman, okay? I played wherever you name it. Your Shangri-Las, your Hilton, your Hyatts. I've done it. We're not going to quarrel. We're not going to shout. We're going to try to change the mindset. That's all. That everybody is equal, young or old, so long as you can perform.
What is Orchard Road actually? Is there a music to it? Is there a dance to it? Is there a kind of clothing to it? Is there a fashion to it? Are there teenagers there? Are there people who hang out there? Is there a culture there? There seriously isn't. And I think that's sad. I wanted to change the way people walk and all that. I wanted to change the place. That's why I started busking. I think now I would say that I would have given up. The fact that they took me out of Orchard shows that Orchard discards culture. They don't want anything like that. They would rather just have Louis Vuitton with installation that is already conceptualized in France and just brought here. Nothing can grow on this soil.
Whatever comes out from them, yes, you can say that it is their cultural expressions, perhaps. So be it from performing on a guitar, playing the erhu, or even deciding to, I don't know, juggle durians or whatever. If that is something that they do and the public loves it, you can say that it can become part of our culture.
Doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, but this is what it is. Obviously, like what they say, the writings on the wall. This is it. This is your Singaporean. What's the meaning of Singapore? Being a Singaporean, it's to do your culture, what? Your language. Whether they're singing in Hokkien or they're singing in English. So it says a lot about reality, whether you like it or not, whether you're ugly or not, it doesn't matter. The thing is that this is reality.
Okay, I start contact juggling show very short, but energies or big energies like looking people watching me, then looks eyes, then give me energy. Then I try to give me energies, then make more and more like a feeling is more getting big. When finish basket life, if cannot moving. Just dream. I have dreams, so just make fun, then make vegetables, then not so good money. Okay, just little money, then make simple life. Yes.
I try to people. So if you want to do something, so you can do it. So I want to say to people, please try something for your life.
From the age of 6 years old, actually, balancing things on my various parts of my body. Learning how to do handstands and headstands, and watch a lot of circus and magic shows. When I was 10 years old, I was in India. My cousin put a little matchstick in his mouth. I always thought that was the most amazing thing I've seen. So when I was a teenager, I told myself that I really had to put all my guts into it and learn how to extinguish a matchstick in my mouth. And then somehow after that, the fire became bigger and bigger, and I ended up being able to eat very, very big mouthfuls of fire. Training to be a juggler, and then somebody wanted me to do a show for children and wanted me to be a clown. I do mingling. Mingling means I go around disturbing everybody. I enjoy doing a lot of impromptu stuff. I did also a lot of performance art dealing with poetry and life and philosophy.
During my off day, okay, during I'm not do a basking, I clean my room, I relax, listen to the CD, and play guitar, play my Yamaha piano. Music's only the one that can make me not alone. Music not make me alone, not make me boring, not make me fed up. Music is my life. Music makes me happy.
This is an institution. We give all respect to them, never giving up, always there.
I'm tired. I still fight a bit, but I'm tired.
In Singapore, we are from atap house to now nice. From looking for 1 cent, 2 cent until now looking for maybe $50 or $100. Now okay.
Now Singapore, like everybody, only one aim is to study, work, then old, then die. Like very in orderly. Then must try to find something new, do something extra.
So can you imagine that impact can give a person to grow up in the streets as well? That helps much more than schoolroom. And at home, they were trying to teach them to be proper people.
Now I changed already because I got two girls. Give me an idea. Let me buy for you an apple. You say don't buy for me orange. And let me be there.
我的表演很多人看啊，我的表演都哇这样，哇这样热闹啊，哇这样的好像国家剧场这样多人看呢，哇啊我跳完了啊，我想啊感恩沙，我跳完了，我要出去啊，他们 Uncle one more，一直 one more， 我跟手啊谢谢，好像这样。 出去就睡醒了，好像一个很好的梦这样。我只要过世了还出生，我要学跳，我要跳舞。
You take a painting, any painting of a person like Van Gogh, it's just a painting, isn't it? You know, but it's so powerful. How powerful it is, it's just unimaginable. Because I believe in busking. I may not believe in myself, but I believe in busking. I just believe that this is a very powerful medium, you know, that you're just probably watching a glimpse of it. What if I can get somewhere in busking that nobody have ever achieved before? Don't ask me what I can do to make it more powerful. I don't know, you know. If I know, I would do it, and if I could do it, I would quit. I like to see myself as same as everybody else, you know. And I hope people see me as everybody else, you know.
Yeah. You can use as much as you like.
I think when I'm not busking, it's quite hard for me to handle myself. I'm not really good at leading a proper life when I'm not busking. But when I'm busking, I know what I'm doing. I do hope that it relates to my everyday life and all that. But that's two different worlds, right?
I was once a tree
I lived till 145, and then one day they came and cut me down. I just can't understand why. I had lived a long life, but I wasn't ready to die.
When I'm not working, I'm very often in black and white. It's when I'm performing, I'm just allowed to do whatever I like. I'm just such a crazy person, you know, a person who just like to be very loud, very bright, very colorful, very crazy. I'll like to go to the street or in MLT to start dancing about, or just lie down on the ground, or do something funny, or say hi to everybody and all that. But I realized that I can't. I realized that I can't go on living like that in Singapore. It's just not acceptable. Your friends won't accept you, society won't accept you, people won't allow you to be crazy unless you are performing.
I was just a tree, giving them the green they need.
Wow!
I was
I
just
did it.
a tree, standing still despite all the noise and disruption, giving them the shade I only knew how.
Dun 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 dun
Clowns themselves have a certain idea of, or a certain psychology of what life is. You must have a certain way of thinking. If not, why you want to be a clown? Why you want to be so different from others? You must be thinking life differently from others. I think you can actually take life seriously without being serious. Education may be a serious thing, but in real life, a lot of things you need to break barriers, and you need to make people laugh, and you need to push the norm of science and philosophy and beliefs.
You saw, they heard, they stood and listened to you and they walked away. That's why all the foreign buskers say the same thing. In every country, the capital city is the main place to bus. Only in Singapore is the neighborhood. Because of all the auntie and uncle and all the local. You're gonna get zero money or $2 or $6. Then you know what that makes you feel? Even more stupid, you know.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Roy Payamal from here, Singapore. Yeah, if you'd like to help me with some donations, yeah, my hand is over there. Yeah, any amount will do. Don't be shy. Don't act like a Singaporean. Thank you for your kind support for the arts. Yes, last one, just for you, man, just for you. This one. Yeah. Okay, I'm a busker, okay? You guys know what to do. I'm going to explain myself, yeah? If you got any cash and you want to help me with this show,
It's not a matter whether you got food to eat or not, whether you want, you know. You want to do anything about your life or not. That's what matters. Not about the food. What food you got to eat tomorrow. I got no food to eat tomorrow. I'm not worried. Why should they worry? I get this all the time. It's just really irritating. People asking me, how much money do I make busking? Or how much money can I make busking? Oh my God. You know. I mean, what? I myself don't care. How much money do I make busking? I don't know how much money I make busking. You know, why talk about the money? It's got nothing to do with money, you know. I don't make a single cent out of busking. Just look at my equipments. I mean, of course I know how much I make busking, but I don't know how much I make busking in the sense that that's not. I don't know what it means. This money. It doesn't matter to me. I don't calculate. It's not money the way you would think of it. For fishermen, it's the same. After work, they have to do the same thing as me. They have to clean wrap all the fishes.
if you have a chance to have, or if you have an opportunity, you know, or if you know, or you know how to do it, and to have freedom in your life, you know, would you want that? Exactly what the meaning of happiness, I don't know, and it's something like you spend your whole lifetime learning. But I wouldn't say that I'm a sad person. I wouldn't say that I'm a depressed person. No, I would like to see myself as a happy person. I would tell myself to strive to be happy, and I want to be happy, and I should be happy. And even if you ask me why I'm happy, I think one of the main reasons why I'm happy is the air that I breathe. When you're performing, I mean it's really a fantasy world that you're living. So when you're not performing, everything is so dead. You know, people don't realize that art is a very important thing for them. So the whole point is to bring these people up to life, put some light in their soul and make them happy. You know, have you noticed when you look up the sky in Singapore, there's no stars? You need to go overseas to do it. You know, you tell them that they can't do that. You tell them that they can't see the field, they can't see nature, the mountain, and all that.
waiting for me. Shine your light in my darkest hour.